Okay, let's try that again. Hello everyone, it is I, your favorite VTuber Android Arrowhead. I'm back with more Ace Attorney. Yeah, anyway, back to more of this. Fucking hell. Like, that was like 30 seconds where I was talking without the sound. Whatever. Hey, Spant and Neo. Alright, well, anyway. To continue, basically, Acrobat is a liar, and we're going to expose him. Hello, Spant and Neo. Welcome to the stream. I think I already said that. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Hey, Femi, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah. Trying to check the audio. That's probably fine. Anyway. Teehee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk that I got from this carton. Regina! How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did! Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? I didn't edit collapsing with Ikaru and Reyes. Oh, nice. Hey, Reyes, welcome to the stream, Reyes. It's not that kind of a show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't, yeah, she doesn't really seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience. Well, fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Anyway, how did you even say Makima beats Gojo? Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. A little bit with what little I know about Makima's ability. But I also, you know, it's Gojo, so... Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo, top of the morning to ya, Governor. Top of the morning? That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms like higher brain functions. Hey Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Megami is fatherless. Yeah. Truly fatherless behavior. I didn't say Aizen was a Makima villain and Megami was father. Well, I mean, it is kinda true. Both of those. Oh my, thanks. So how are you today, right? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. Why did you make Mo sound like the Burger King foot lettuce in your Burger King burger? Well, I mean, I was running out of voices and I thought, like, what's the most annoying thing I could do right now? And then I was like, oh yeah, I just do the, what's the guy's name? Chilled? That guy. Top 10 reasons why I should do this voice. Number 1, it will be funny. Goofy ass edits. He's got guts to spare. None for his brother though. Those are for his brain. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can with other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Oh, good old Phoenix. Hypnotizing, brainwashing, you know, sending images of you fornicating with their mothers across enemy lines. Psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro into the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's very important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. Have you watched Chainsaw Man? I have seen the show. I have not read the manga yet. And probably won't at this point until, like, unless the anime just stops being made. But, like, you know, I like the way the anime's being done. I think it's good. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. December 30th, 10 o'clock a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 2. I've almost been doing this voice for too long. I need to stop now. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous series of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness. Or shall I say, a new eyewitness. I don't even know what the edits were. What are the edits? One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Order! Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. I don't even know what the edits were. Femi was first cheated Makima vs Gojo, Ikuru was second in the Ichigo vs Denji. Yeah, what is that debate? Aki vs Himeno, Chainsaw Man, da 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 da. It's me by calling Aki the ball kicker and emo. He is kind of both of those things, yeah. Poor Gumshoe. Very well. Please call your witness to the stand. Very poor choice of words. Time to get to work. Or, shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. No, you shouldn't say that, Phoenix. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus. And I get to meet my calling Aki of all. Oh yeah. And Riza Eisen from Bleach vs. Megami, where she referred to him in the edit, Fatherless. Megami the Fatherless. That's actually kind of a cool name. Megami the Fatherless. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. I have to run for innovation for putting the skull emoji in this edit. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. It was just after 10 p.m., and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Oh yeah, it said ball kicker. And what did we learn from that? Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. What did we learn from that? We should never do a person collab again. Yeah, that's kind of the lesson sometimes. When you do stuff with your friends, you realize, wow, that was really fucking weird. We shouldn't do that. But then, like, it's funny, so you still do it? To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the skies at night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgevested. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? But Jesus, you finally got a fucking watermark. Like 6 edits without one. That is true. Watermarks are important. That's why I put my name on everything that I do. So no one can steal it. Not that anyone wants to, but they can't. In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well. That was an awful impression, but you may proceed with your cross-examination. Alright. Alright, let's... I mean, I guess I could just press him, yeah. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. I think that was my first time with the net and I forced Reese to watermark it. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's just a good idea to do that in general. Also, welcome to the stream, Rin. Think I missed you. And do not just put Reese. That's, yeah, no, you need to do that. As in, just like, you know. Most people steal your edits way too easily. Exactly, right? People just post that everywhere. And, on the other hand, even if they do, it technically draws more traffic back to you when they try to find the original source. So... kinda helps. Not a lot. But it's kinda like they have to credit you at that point. Now, ideally, they wouldn't be stealing shit at all. But, you know, that's the internet for you. Because multiple accounts have raised the name. Oh, okay. I gotcha. That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? Abra, where did all the birds come from? Why are there birds in the courtroom? I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Ha 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 ha. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. And bed chambers as well. The witness will proceed with his testimony. Thump noise. Alright, told you to raise 7. That's a good number. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside. I was indeed. Pressing Abra doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. Let me check. Do 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 do. Time of death, 10:15 p.m. I don't think this is contradictory, but I don't know, we can circle back to this later. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. Someone flying right by the window. Alright, let's scream to family to add my channel in the edit to make sure it's me. Oh, nice, yeah. That's also important, making sure it's got the proper, like, tag and whatnot. Just so people, like, know for sure. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. I should probably turn up the sound a little bit. Hold on. Hey, Spamton Neo, welcome to the stream. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth. Just as if you were there, as we were there. Testify to the truth and only the truth. Just as if we were there with you on that night. I believe it was a human. Hey, Makima, new Fortnite season's ass. I played a few rounds of it. I thought it was fine. But maybe I just don't have enough experience with Fortnite to really say one way or the other. Oh no, turnabout mid. Yeah, that's accurate. That's fair. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think any Ace Attorney case is outright, like, terrible, but this one is probably one of the most okay cases in the entire franchise. Mid is a very apt description. Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Acro's statement jives with the facts. I have not heard the word jive in, like, 15 years. Huh, that's funny. Anyway. I feel like there's a contradiction, but I don't know what it is. For now, I'll say nothing wrong and I'll circle back to it. Maybe it'll ask me that for most of them. Alright, maybe I can get him on this. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. I don't even know what's wrong with Turnabout Big Top or whatever, but I don't know. It's just kind of like, doesn't really hit the same as some of the other ones. Maybe it's just like, I don't know. Too weird, too like simple even. The safety lights lit up enough for the safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. The overall thing Fortnite's fine. That said, I will say, riot shields are fucking OP. They are rough to fight against. Unless you can just circle around them. At that point, you're fine, but, you know. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses in the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. Maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony. I don't don't know. I feel like I could get him with the statue now. Do I even... Wait, do I have the statue as evidence? Here it is. Maybe there is? There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. Oh boy. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right, let's see some evidence. Oh boy. Damn it. Alright, you can always tell when the music's still playing. What in the world is this? You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to turn this fun around with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again. Straight towards a guilty verdict. You were bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court. Whoops, witness? Would you mind repeating your testimony? With pleasure. Let's just press him on all of this. When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream? That's not important. I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's memory. Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Objection! Sustained? Don't sustain that! Acro must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. Now the challenge will be how to expose his lies in court. Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick! Okay, that's probably fine. Thump! Noise from outside the window. Doesn't seem like that contradicts anything. I don't think. Thump noise. Someone flying right by my window. Do I have anything that contradicts that? Let's see. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. Oh, wait, now I know what it is. Alright, hold on, I got this. Just fast forward a little bit. Contradiction! I figured it out. I'm not gonna say what it is on the off chance I'm wrong, or because it'd be cooler if I don't reveal it. Contradiction proved with evidence, Oh. You claim to have seen the same exact thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was tough enough a challenge for me. Well, that's a shame. Because then you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? Is that unbelievable? Wait, hold on. Why is the judge surprised by that part? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Which is illegal. Under Article 15 of the Japanifornia Constitution, thou shalt not fib on the stand. Order! Order! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before sinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it all up. Back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Well, this is pretty bold, but I feel confident in it. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Well, obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to rouse a crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's covered in birds, and birds only like innocent people. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary. Everyone knows psychopaths are never calm. He is staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. Theatrics is right. Every time I hear a slam on the desk followed by objection, I always think, dang, Phoenix is about to cook. Exactly, though. It is correct. I'm honestly half convinced that Phoenix, before he went to law school, went to, like, theater school or something like that. Like, Phoenix graduated from Juilliard, or whatever they have in Japan for that. Then he was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a lawyer. Now, mind you, I say this mainly as a joke, considering that the third game shows what he did in college, but I find that kind of funny, just the concept. And now, performing Hamlet, Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Anyway. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. Oh yeah, welcome to the stream, John. Also, what does everyone think of the new Fortnite season? Makima already said it was ass. I think it's okay. Personally, I like it. I'm going to Fortnite. I have to get Snake. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. I bet half the cases he wouldn't win without the theatrics. Without the theatrics and without the ghost of his mentor. That happens a lot. The ghost of his mentor showing up. But to do this by accusing me of murder of all things. See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. Ludicrous would be a pretty cool streamer name. Like, I'm pretty sure there's like already a streamer name like, oh, ridiculous, and like, virtuous or something like that. It's like, is ludicrous the name of like a rapper or something like that? I feel like I've heard that before. Phoenix is a poopy head. Who said that? Okay, really, what child is in the courtroom at this point that's seeing this trial? Sometimes you have to accuse the disabled. He's not handicapped, he's handicapable. Of murder. See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got the doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. What about the power of Jesus? I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Of course he didn't. Now, since this must be if I ever get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. Yeah, that's a handicap, Chief. Give it a minute. Actually, that's exactly what Phoenix should have... Like, if this game was made today, Phoenix absolutely would have said that, Your Honor, I believe the witness is handicapping. I don't get it. Okay, so cap means you're telling a lie. Or something, or you're just wrong. No cap means you're not lying. I think. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order! Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. He's played Undertale. Just keep attacking. It all comes back. It's all full circle now. Hesitation is defeat. He's played Sekiro too. Why not? Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like to clear up I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room? Correct. Pretty simple, huh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. Well, you've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Unless... Most said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Do buffets have courses? I was under the impression you just kind of go up and take whatever food you want. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. Alfarius, I know I didn't chat earlier. Hey, Alfarius, welcome to the stream, aka Peach. Welcome back. How you doing? And he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. I think I can do it. Possibly. I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the murder against Russell Berry? What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust. And because it is life-sized, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah! Oh, the birds flew away. They could feel his hockey, spiritual pressure, whatever you want to call it. Alright, you should do a character AI stream. That would be kind of funny. Yeah, I need to add that to my list of stuff to do. See? This is how Abra was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. I've heard funny things about character AI. I don't know, I think it could make an interesting stream. I'm not sure if I expected boob jokes from Ace Attorney, but it kind of makes sense when you get down to it. Order! Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly feel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible! Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Hey, Vinny Kitty, welcome to the stream. You're eating a lollipop stick. Nice. I'd recommend against eating the stick part, but, you know, you do you. Maybe that works. I don't know. Never tried to eat it. Usually they just kind of melt with the rest of it. Well... Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, 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 Acro. You can't fat. I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. Mr. Dingling and the story of the bust. Too bad, already halfway done. You know what? Might as well finish it out at this point. Go on, eat the stick, eat it, go for it, yeah, baby! Because, you know, if you're already eating that much, you might as well eat the rest of it. Your body won't know the difference, it'll think it's all bad. Or maybe it will, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Oh, yeah. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Gotta finish it. Exactly! You gotta finish what you start. Even if that thing is a popsicle stick, but without the popsicle. Or no, lollipop. Yeah, lollipop. Testimony, you say? On karma. She's just using this testimony as a rouse to stall for time. There was absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. Alright guys, if the police asks you... Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Because you don't have a whip, Phoenix. Because you don't have a whip. That's why. That is always why. Okay. Already eating a lot of starch today, so what's a little more? That's fair, yeah. Get some, what's that stuff in, like, is it a paper stick or a wooden stick? Because either way, obviously it's made of roughly the same stuff, but, like, how much the same stuff is the question. Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts regarding your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. If the police come to me with the last words, tell them it was Riz. Oh man, pinning them on your friend. A tale as old as time. I've made my friends the targets of several ghosts. Riz is paper. No, plastic. Riz plastic. Don't eat plastic. Plastic's not great for you. It's also not really found in nature, so try not to eat a ton of plastic. Licking it, well, I mean, do whatever you want, but like, you know. Thank you. That woman will sink to any low to win a case. Alright, witness testimony again! I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. Admit to crime. Looking guys, it's paper. Oh, nice. Good. Nice. That's just easier to go down, you know? You eat it, and it's done. Sometimes you write your homework on it, then you eat it. You have many things you could do. Okay, alright. Okay. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. I'm gonna look plastic. This plastic cop. Oh, I can't believe you were killed in the middle of that sentence. I love licking cock. Oh, my chat is something else. Caught in 4K. Thus, it would be impossible for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would lead to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. Possibly not. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bus, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there was no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick! Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If I spin the chessboard... If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow that Abra knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Let's see. Do I present that, or do I present the chest? I feel like this is the way to go. There it is! Acro. You didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. Maybe either answer would have worked. Who knows? The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched... Is this the same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box there? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means... that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. He changed his profile to me saying, I love looking... Oh my god. Rin, you silly girl. The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to those questions is now crystal clear. You don't mean... If the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No! Could be big if true. Order! This is unbelievable! Finally! Some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Anyways, back to the old profile. As it should be. Yeah. Classic. Now I just need to keep going. And there's only one way to go from here. Forward. So, next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? That's the... Oh, I guess maybe not. It was Mr. Digling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Allow me to whip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix Wright? Ow. Ooh. Does the carpet match the drapes? Yeah, my carpet matches my drapes. Can't wink in this form, but yeah. None of people in our friend group is at an all-time low for real. Hey, just repopulate. By which I mean get more friends. Yeah. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. Hmm. 20 pounds. I guess the weight? The box is a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. That's not that heavy. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down and lift it up with their bodies, wouldn't you say? I mean, probably. This is probably going to be at 8 probably for the rest. Kojiro leaving was for real tragic though. Oh, Kojiro's gone? Oof. Breed. Exactly, Vinny Kitty. That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on the side. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! Oh. So we got Makoto and Ikaru though. Oh, and Aki's gone. Oh. Oof. Oh well, you'll find some other friends. Found Mizaki's account now. Okay, that makes sense. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at all your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. Alright, I've eaten it all. Nice. Imagine Ikaru in an account with 103 subs. Yeah, I guess giving it to Ikaru would then have been worse than Fami. I don't want to imagine it. Good call. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? Yes. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. That means... You don't understand what you understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room? Oh? With a little help from Money the Monkey. And that's why I should have gotten the account. Memes are funny. I mean, you can always just make memes in your own account. Maybe have it even be bigger than the Aki one. Okay, so how am I gonna play this one? Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. You uploaded my IP address with a short haha funny meme 2023. Oof. That would kinda suck. I've got to test my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? Let me think. I mean, I guess maybe this, but it's probably way too heavy for a monkey. Trying to think. What could I possibly say? I mean, I guess it could have been Regina. Then... Give me money, I don't want bitches. Hey! Got his priorities straight, doesn't he? Could it be... Regina? That feels like the wrong answer, though. But Mo hates him and would probably help him do the thing. I need to meditate on this. I need to think. Think harder. Use 100% of my brain. How did he get it? I mean, I guess the monkey kind of makes sense. But also kind of doesn't. The cafeteria back to his room. 20 pounds. 20 pounds indeed. Fuck. A monkey? Oh wait, what? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Are you serious? Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. Holy shit, really? Bro. This is easily the second weirdest monkey-related crime I've seen in my life. Also worth noting, for a crime to be monkey-related, the monkey has to at least have a starring role in it. Like Money did. Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room! But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put... maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. Those goddamn monkeys keep doing crimes. Aye, ghetto. Cool to know. Just so, you know, we're all on the same page and whatnot. Obviously. Yeah. Tell me about the monkeys, ghetto. There are statue collecting monkeys and money collecting monkeys. Monkey. Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? I bet it'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Oh, so he admits it then. Order! Order! I said order! Miss Von Karma! I don't know why I'm so tired today. Where is the bust in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. Let's say that Money had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait! Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Abra saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to make use of one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. I want to say something in German. Say something, but only something is the thing that you should be saying in German. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! What is the solution to overpopulation? Simple, we get another planet. Ostrich... I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know. Okay. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. We're 9. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing it's probably something that you shouldn't do. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Phoenix, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were 2 people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? Is that also not in the Third World War? I asked who is the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, mon... Shouldn't it be swear? Because Von Karma's a sister, therefore sorority, fraternity, you know, that sort of thing. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. Mon Frere, my sister. Are you sure? I could have sworn Mon Frere was brother, because, you know, it's like, you're a frat bro, you're a sorority girl, you know? It's like one of those things. Are you sure it's not swear? Or does Frere just mean, like, sibling? I don't know. I'm not French. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. It's my brother. Exactly. I'm not French. I don't know. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? Have you? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach the cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one of the cards in the bust's hands. Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? And Acro's just like, hey, bitch. The French work in mysterious ways. Yeah, you know, you're right. Very mysterious. I don't even understand them. Known only to the French. It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance in this case, don't you agree? No. Duh, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Shocking no one. Acro. I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Didn't the defendant wear his cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how did this person get a hold of the cloak? Well, furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the scene. I'm sorry. Huh. And she's so nice about telling me that I'm wrong, it hurts even more. That makes no sense. Ich lieb Wein... wenn... I don't know. The famous Von Karma carrot and whip approach. Okay, let's try that again. Who put the cloak on the bust? I don't think it was the monkey. Unless his cloak is all shiny and shit. Hold on. I don't think his cloak is supposed to be shiny. Who would have done it then? Alright. Was it... Russell Berry? That wouldn't make any sense either, but supposedly he was the one wearing it. Fool! Him? You're saying it was the victim himself? Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bust? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. I mean, what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself! Nick, do you really have a handle in all this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint, anyways. Alright. So, you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Oh, yeah. You guys can't see the manga for this. But it would be kind of funny if I had to reconstruct that for that, wouldn't it? Now that I have to tell everyone what the crime was. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached the rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house. By none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released... the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim... Yeah, see, I thought of that, then I thought that was way too stupid to actually work, and... You just wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. But didn't he have it, like, clasped around his neck or whatever? That impact also caused the sound of... That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe Curls, the clown. When Moe looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moe saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. That was... kinda dumb. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. So, you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he's come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. And whatever donations I get from my OnlyFans. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. And my axe. Phoenix, shut up. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get us out of this jam. Chicken. No, not chicken buffalo wings. You ain't just hear me say buffalo wings. You know what? When I tried one, I thought to myself, this tastes like chicken. But then the fact that it was buffalo, I was like, nah, I don't want to say this out loud. Y'all don't even think I'm stupid. That's why I get chicken, I just got the buffalo. Oh, that's pretty good. Welcome to the stream, Firewall. I like that. Use that and get us out of this. Use that and get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you unraveled the trick to the magic case. I think the only thing I've never used was this. Or, no, it was the salt shaker thing. I don't know what the fuck this is for. I've been doing just fine, Firewall. How you been doing? Good to have you back. Okay. I would say this. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I fucked up. Try again. Alright, Your Honor. 2 more seconds I would have screamed. Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. Yeah. Unusual at most. Testimony. I don't remember what his testimony was. I'd love to see how he uses the shaker. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna use it. I don't know why it's there. Huh. 3 famous symbols. The star. I would say, damn it, you got the whole jury laughing. That's fair. What would I show if it wasn't this? And it's not this. Unless I just have to show Mo, but that's ridiculous. Okay, all or nothing, Salt Shaker. Okay. Turns out it was nothing instead of all. Don't know why I thought that was gonna work. Alright, I'm just gonna... I am not going down for this. The fact that there was no jury in this game. Yeah, it is kind of weird that there's no jury, but I guess it kind of has to be that way. Otherwise, you're kind of, you know, fucked. Like, just imagine there's like a 12 Angry Men thing where after you give the talk of your life, or whatever, they're just like, no, I don't buy it. There can only be one possible murder method. There's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Do I just show Mo? That's the question. No, not this. Wasn't the salt shaker, it was... Let's say Mo! Fuck. Fuck! Oh, I just have to come back. Yeah. Mr. Billy Bob Gundam or whatever his name was. Let's see you try the photo of the show. Okay, yeah, I could try that. Yes, continue. Fine. Alright. Okay. Promo poster. That's basically all I got. Let's try this. Shit, actually that was a really good idea. Thanks, Vinny Kitty. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Really, that's what you're using as hard evidence, Phoenix? Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses was the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool. Do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bus. Good call, Vinny Kitty. Makes sense. If you look at that way, he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? The other contradiction. Which, by the way, Snake is in Fortnite! In about a month and a half. And I will be getting him then. But until then, I guess I'll just play Fortnite. Remember what that ventriloquist said in court. You're welcome. Yeah, thanks again. He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony does not match. The clown says that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? See, I can do the nod too. Of course. I can explain all of it. What was that? What was that? Please recall the instant Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. In your imagination. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Oh boy. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Ah! Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order! Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Bird. It's also nighttime, so there's that. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Hard to see stuff at night, especially for someone as old as Mo. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Congrats, you pronounced snagged correctly on that first try finally. Snagged. Yeah. On the first try, absolutely. Slagged. Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. And motive can be figured out afterwards. What's important is whether or not he did it. Which is, you know, there. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Akro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. Lion. I don't think it's the lion this time, necessarily. It could be, but it's probably the note. What do we do? There's no doubting that Akro deeply respected the ringmaster. Akro's motive. It's either the lion or it's the note. It could very well be both. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel that this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. I'm going to the park. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. To be continued. We're gonna wrap it up this stream, though. I might as well just save over this. Nothing's really changed. Maybe I should have made that save back when I had full health. But who knows. December 30th, 2:17 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. I can't believe it! Akro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is! And I think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated?
Akro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose.
Have fun, bye. Bye, Vinny Kitty. He did? Psst, psst, cough. But, I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know?
But you're not, which is kind of the reason why.
Cough. Hey, pal! Oh, it's Gumshoe. Hey, pal! You gonna ignore me after I went through all this trouble to bring us you some evidence?
Detective Gumshoe.
Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, Detective. I'm sorry.
Look, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk.
Oh, about a card trick, Detective? Oh, well, if you insist. My two favorite things, card tricks and milk.
Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it?
Here you go.
This was yesterday in Akro's room.
Yep, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. If Akro respected the ringmaster so much, why did he drop the biggest and fattest bust on his head? You can't just bust it on people you respect. You gotta work your way around that.
Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
That's why this is all a secret.
Huh?
Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of the things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Final plans?
I think Gumshoe would enjoy Femboy Milk. Probably, but only if you don't tell him what it is, because I feel like the comedy of him being like, oh boy, this milk's really good. What kind of milk is it? Femboy Milk. Huh. I think you should have gave Max some sort of southern accent. Yeah, I probably should have done that. But the appeal of the Markiplier voice was too high. Then I could kind of shift into southern a little bit if I needed to do the scared voice, which I probably should have done for that last little bit right there. But I forgot. I plumb forgot. Uh-huh. Hey, that reminds me. I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. Hey, that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
What did he mean by that? The very end part.
Then he goes, what the fuck is a femboy? Until he meets, Kim F. M-Boy. A new character in the Ace Attorney universe.
I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me.
Oh, one more thing.
Hey, don't scare me like that.
It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? Also, why? Also, dude has fake eyelashes. Not saying he can't use it, I'm just saying it's like... It's funny. Comedy. December 30th, 2:27 p.m. District Court number 2. Hey there, pal. Court is now back in session. Mr. Martin Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling,
Yes, Your Honor.
please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Gulp. Gumshoe would look cute in a yaoi manga. He would look cute, wouldn't he? Oh, hey there, senpai. How you doing? I'm gonna be a detective when I leave high school. What's that? You wanna see my butt? Okay there, senpai. I trust you.
When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
And now he's dead. You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim.
The stream has officially gone downhill. Well, you say that like it was ever uphill. We're starting at the bottom. The only way to go is up. He was blushing sub-energy. Okay. Oh my god. Anyway.
I wonder how anyone could think Acro would kill the man he held in such high esteem.
It's simple. He did not mean to kill the ringmaster. It was for Regina. It's not hard. We have the evidence. You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. The defense has the right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Acro was Dick Grayson. Batman wasn't there to adopt him. He's a dick, alright. But yeah, that is a nice reference.
You don't care about justice, do you?
You just want to fabricate a motive. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. Okay. We were little, we were abandoned by our parents. Accurate. Uh-huh.
Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster?
Active? How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony?
Yes.
Or the heartfelt emotions contained within?
You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard.
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life.
Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor.
Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. What do you think, Nick? I don't know. I think the more I cross-examine him, the worse I end up looking in the end. You mean? I get the feeling that this cross-examination was a trap. Yeah. When Karma hit you up again.
We who? Yeah, there it is! If court is not ran by feels, it's ran by evidence and motives. What do you mean, Arrow? The first frame of the stream is always the high point. It's just that it all goes downhill from the second frame. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. That absolutely is. From the, like, hey, for every second that I send out the hey at the beginning, like, hey, everyone, it's me, your favorite VTuber Android Arrowhead. Everything after I say Arrowhead is just absolutely abysmal. And I'm desperately trying to claw my way back up throughout the stream, but I can't. Because I'm wearing a suit, and who even knows how much traction you get with wingtips or whatever my shoes are. Yes, my brother Sean and I.
What? You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Akro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4.
Your parents were very cruel, weren't they?
Nowadays we aren't bitter about what happened to us. Because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Very Big Circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like.
Oh!
No crying in court. This keeps us going. You wear shoes? I mean, I could show you right now. Like... yeah, look at that. Got my little arrow tips, or whatever they're called. And now the challenge of making sure I'm still in the right position when I get back to the normal zone. Okay, now, a little to the left. That's probably fine. There we go. Anyway. No crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness may proceed with his testimony.
Shoe reveal. I mean, it was revealed like a while ago. Fake-ass Jordans. They're not even Jordans, but they are fake. I'm not a real person. Correct in that they're fake. Not correct in that they're Jordans. At least I think. I don't know what kind of shoes they are. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had.
What about the other people at the circus?
Oh, this was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. You should be a little more down. Yeah, probably you're right. Hold on. How about that? Yeah, that's about right. Thanks, Vinny. Alright. He would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. They're wingtips. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I designed them kind of like wingtips, but I don't know. Goblins will see you teleport and say, he can't afford steed. He can't afford a steed. Yeah, that's about right. Can't afford a steed. I mean, I can't, but yeah. What a beautiful story. I can't afford anything. Hey, neither can I! But I can teleport apparently, which is honestly slightly better, but, you know. That's what I was always thinking of that's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Please, no home. No home. Nick, isn't Akro such a wonderful person? I know. He seems like such a nice guy. Which is what makes this so difficult.
So then how long have you been a performer?
You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age?
I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That is also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. You didn't want to workshop that a little bit? It's nearly a household name. Iku is with the FBI. You're getting fucked. Do you breed to pay for this? What? Wizards will see you sneak through the Valley of Shadows and say, "He hath not the arcane might to cast invisibility." And also he rolled a 1 so we can see him perfectly. Have you even heard of them in Germany? That liar! The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You are truly a remarkable young man. The judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. There we go. I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? I can't, because he didn't intend to kill the ringmaster. Nick? Yeah. I didn't have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor. The reason that Echo killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Lord will see you marry a comely lass and say he had secured no alliances. That sentence contradicts itself. Can't afford anything I can't afford to rent, though. I mean, hey, you can afford something. Lord will see you marry a comely lass and say he has secured no alliances. Hey, he secured an alliance with her parents, probably. Who own a pottery store or something. Also, can we just talk about how in medieval times, there's no goddamn way that someone being, like, rich would necessarily make them look hot? Medieval times, everyone looked a little, you know, screwy. That was just kind of a thing. You married a guy with eyes popping out of his heads, and possibly 3 fingers on each hand. And the girl had horns sometimes. It just kind of happened. And then, he's dealt with it. Nowadays, people are too specific about looks. You go on Instagram and it's like, oh, there are people here. Anyway. Your foolish attempts to fool us like the foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Mercenaries will see you lay down your life for king and country and be like, oh, he lacks skin to freeboot. He lacks the skill to freeboot. Oh. What a presumptuous bastard. Incest was not wincest in the Middle Ages. It was not. It wasn't great. In fact, it was terrible. Not that I was there. Or committing incest. But just saying, yeah. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was. This is the real killer of Russellberry, Ringmaster. Russellberry, Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro. You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I've had the evidence the entire time. I can do it. I can play it. I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster. We're all made by incest. Very distant incest, in theory, yeah. You're digging a deeper hole for yourself. I mean, I don't think I am. I'm an android, and therefore not incestuous. Except for with my own code. Which is more just self-cest at that point. I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russellberry to begin with. What? Order! 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 Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must.
Which also brings up the question: who's the bailiff in the Phoenix Wright universe? I feel like that could have been a character.
Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ouch!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Abra was trying to kill someone else? Am I supposed to show a person or the evidence? Regina Berry?
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro? You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. You could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to...
Ouch! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
That goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence. Now! I want to know why Abra would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Abra was out trying to kill this young girl.
Abra, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat?
Von Karma's committing multiple acts of assault, and perjury, and lying in court, which I think is perjury, but I'm not... Look, I'm not a lawyer. Most of the time. Abra wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 o'clock p.m.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
Yes, but there's just one little problem.
Problem?
Abra did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the Ringmaster. Oh, I skipped a line. No! Well, alright. You don't mean... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry.
Order! 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 Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours...
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it in the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, I mean the Ringmaster, saw the note. That's correct. The Ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake. Instead of Regina.
That's incredible.
Remember that the testimony that Abra gave us earlier today? Lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Abra had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it! Abra thought it was Regina down in the plaza,
and that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it.
Abra wrote this note to Regina.
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolishly foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you even made it sound like I'm a foolhardy fool. What?
Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Barry, it would have means that this note is declaring that Regina Barry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza. In place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. An incident occurred 6 months ago. And now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case is... Everything in this case has its start... Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it! What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is gonna think I'm bluffing. It's incest only if it's with close relatives, though what defines close relatives can be incredibly subjective. Oh, I see. What? This is it? Well, I kind of figured that I'd try and get rid of evidence What? That wasn't it? Wait. What? I had to play the lion, didn't I? Well, from now on, you can do those sorts of things at home on your own time. God damn it. Twice! Time to fast forward, ladies and gentlemen. Bullshit. That was conclusive evidence, stained with his blood. Because I had to play the lion card. Line before, yeah, but that was for a different thing. I don't know. You did. I just didn't think it was going to be this question. Alright, just get through this. Let's just fast forward back to where we were. Continue the story. Bring it on, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I just say no need to question him, does it skip? I mean, I already have a save, might as well. There's no need to cross-examine this witness. What's that? Why was the ringmaster murdered? There's no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I already know the answer already. I said already. I mean, there's a motive. Oh, yeah. The lion is not the motive, technically. Mr. White, I'd like to ask you a question. Can't provide one, because he doesn't want to kill him. It's part of the explanation for why Abra did what he did. Exactly. We've got this. We got it in the bag. You can't object to shit, Francesca. Franziska, whatever you pronounce your name. Von Karma. Okay. Why Abra did what he did, that is... yeah, that's fair. Well, to be fair, though, that was like 2 questions ago that you said lion. I can't just think that it's for this part of the future.
Alright. Now, here's the thing. I probably should save right before we get to the question, just in case it's wrong. Lion is 1% of this. It is part of it. Let's see. It could be the lion. Because the evidence I thought was the bloody scarf. That's the proof that it took place. I guess the lion works too. Because that was, you know, the thing. That was the core of the event. Alright guys, stop fighting in the comments. Lion. This is it? Well, well, okay, look, Vinny. The lion wasn't the thing either, so technically you're both... Actually, I guess the firewall didn't really say anything. Just gotta fucking... This bullshit. Son of bitch. Son of bitch. Guys. Guys. Stop fighting. I know all about it. I know what happened. I guess I just have to present Acro. Oh wait, no. Bat. Did the game crash? Son of a bitch, the game crashed. Huh. Interesting. One moment. One moment. Yep. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me just go ahead and just... I don't know how to do that thing where I display a screen while other stuff is going on, so I'll have to figure that out later. For now... Alright, let's get this bad boy back up and running. Many, many setbacks today, is what I'm noticing from this. It'll be back up in a moment, I promise. I will have it fixed in a sec. Look, guys. We're all wrong. We were all incorrect. I was incorrect multiple times. There's no need to keep fighting about this. Guys, relax. It's done. It's over. The lion was not part of the thing. Or it is, but it's not, like, the main thing. At the same time, I was also very wrong in assuming it was something else. Alright, game took too long to start. Fuck. I didn't even have this, like... Whatever. Guys. We're done. Fight is over. Nobody won. The only loser is me. So. As soon as this fucking works again, holy shit. How could you crash? How? You were built for a DS or a Game Boy or something. It was Game Boy Advance, right? That was the original Ace Attorney thing? I forgot. Work! Come on! Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Got the logo, got the start screen, got the thingy. Alright. There we go. And we're back. Alright. We were not fighting. Alright, good, good, good. Alright. Besides, if there is a duel, I will be the one that officiates over it. Okay. My money is on the thing I need to present being Acro. I think. Because the other stuff that I thought is right was not, I get, well, okay, bitten on the head by Leon 6 months ago by Leon. That seems like the thing I need to present. Okay, hold the fucking phone. How is this not the thing to play? It's on the Game Boy Advance. Okay, yeah. This chat severely scares me. Oh my god. What evidence do they want? And how do I not have it? All this is all bullshit. Okay. I think I failed this case more than any other case in the entire series at this point in my playthroughs. I know all about it. I do, which is weird that you seem to want evidence that has nothing to do with it. I don't have to present the badge, do I? The thing 6 months ago, it wasn't Leon. It wasn't, wasn't Leon. It wasn't Bat's scarf, which, even though it is the conclusive evidence... Jesus Christ. Could it be the salt shaker? Wait, is salt a seasoning? Is that a small seasoning bottle? It wasn't Bat. God damn. What is the conclusive evidence? Should I just say I don't know about it, even though I do? What's that green thing? The green thing? Oh, that's, this lets me see people, like, lying about stuff in their soul, but it's not relevant right now. Conclusive evidence. The conclusive evidence is this. I don't know what the judge's problem is. It's pepper. That's a good point. It literally says pepper. Wow. I am not on it today. I am not on the ball. Fuck. What is the conclusive evidence if not the 2 things I already did? 3 things even. What are the odds that I misclicked earlier and that I didn't actually play this? Bullshit. Bullshit. What else would it be? Salt's only seasoning from Great Britain. That's fair. Yeah. It's the spiciest thing they eat. They put it on stuff that's been boiled to have all the flavor taken out of it. Okay. Fucking Britain. Okay. I'm gonna say I don't know shit, because apparently they don't think I know shit. I have no fucking idea. Well... This is simple, Your Honor. If Mr. Phoenix Wright can provide facts for this so-called incident in the notes, then there's no way to know whether this note is relevant or not. Moreover, one cannot prove any sort of motive for wanting the murder of Regina Okay, no, maybe it's going somewhere. Of course it's that simple! Nick, I thought you were going somewhere with this. It's getting ugly. I need to get out of this messes. I have to prove the truth about what happened 6 months ago. Yes. I know. It's all the flavor enhancer. Okay. Alright, yeah, that's what probably classified as. Yeah. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? I'm fucking positive. Oh my god. Really, Nick? I know it does. I know it does. Acro. This fucking trial. My god. Okay. So I'm noticing some things. Namely, that I am Getting it wrong. Adds flavor not yet found in food. Okay, good to know. Just to cut down on time, I might as well just go back and save right before he has to say what it is. Alright. No, not load. Save. There. Now we are close. Salt brings out the original flavor and adds strength. Okay, gotcha. What is this conclusive evidence? Yeah, what's the conclusive evidence? I've literally answered the right question like 3 times. Conclusive evidence for the incident 6 months ago is actually... what? Oh my god. Okay, so in other words, salt by definition is actually a seasoning. Okay, so technically a seasoning, based on the definition, regardless of what people think. Gotcha. Let's leave it at that. We don't need to be arguing over... we don't need to be arguing about salt. We cannot get this salty, guys. Hey... seriously though, what the fuck is he talking about? If the things I presented are not the conclusive evidence, what the hell is the evidence? You know what? Sure. Why not? Oh shit, that's actually a really good idea. If it's pepper, it would have made the lion sneeze, then bite down on the head, and then... okay, yeah, you're right. No, it's pepper. Holy shit, I cannot believe that actually came up. Plus, my country used salt seasoning, so there's that. Makes sense. Fucking hell, the pepper? What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. Are you fucking kidding me? What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Okay. Never mind. No, let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. But I am European. I mean, I know which European you are, but let's have the guessing game go. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Which is not the case. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answers this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim?
Who is this?
That is Acro's younger brother.
What does this prove?
His younger brother isn't dead?
Well, technically, that's true.
However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina, she did that to him?
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution is looking into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. Oh, okay, so they already knew that. That wasn't really a shocking reveal from me.
A lion?
Regina, I mean Miss Regina Berry, is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
So then, what happened to Acro's brother?
I remember when me and family used to do barbecues, my mother would always use salt and pepper seasoning. Oh yeah, try again. I wonder how many tries it'll take to get to the answer. It's not, a slight hint, it's not an extremely well, like, known European country. Like, you know, everyone always says, like, oh, there are the really big countries in Europe. It's not one of those. You have heard of it, but it's probably not one of, like, the things you think of when you think of Europe, you know? He's not the victim of an attempted murder, he's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Your game theory. Thanks for watching. It was more than that. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Akra's brother, Bat. Oh, holy shit, there's pepper on this. That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something the Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat? When people think of Europe, the most thing in the first world countries like France. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. It's not one of those. Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina. There's something more than just blood in this scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal? Phrasing. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Mary gave a pepper-coated scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze. What? Huh? Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. It's just that the closing force of his jaws is so strong that it punched through steel. Or it could, at least, probably. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! You've gotta be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an incident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Romania, there it is. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident. Or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot!
It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro... You don't mean... You can't mean... A witness? Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright... Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster... Where's the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? Okay. Vinny, calm down. Dude. The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon? The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Oh, he wasn't serious. Okay, alright, yeah. It's just kind of hard to tell through text sometimes. The bust. Nick, you've got to do something. You can't just think about busts all day. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Let me call my spell. Okay. I mean, we could search Acro's room. The defense requests to search the room of the witness, Ken Dingling. What is it now? It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now you must know the meaning of the Von Karma total justice. You mean... Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put the point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. Okay, Vinny. Chill out. Final warning. End of story. Try and guess what US state tried to pass off Bigfoot preservation laws without looking. Okay, that's a tough one. If I had to guess, I'm gonna say... I don't know. I feel like Alabama, but that feels a little too easy. I'm gonna say... Oklahoma. That's my guess. Oklahoma. It looks like you lack the final nail to put in my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick! Don't let this case slip away! The bust, where is it now? Where's the bust right now? You're Phoenix Wright! You know where that bust is, I'm sure you do! There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? You ought to check what states tend to have more Bigfoot encounters than others. Okay,
I might, but I want to finish this out first. I'm so close to the end.
It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Thank you for your support.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness.
Does it now? Maya, please? Maybe Gumshoe? Yep, Maya. Where is Max's bust? Reveal the answer without Gus's consent. Vinny, I understand you're upset. However, I think you can agree that this may be a little taking it too seriously. As you say, it is a guessing game. I'm not saying you shouldn't take it seriously, but I'm saying, you know, acting like he ruined your entire day is a bit of an overreaction. As the game master, I'm allowed to bend the rules. That's fair. You know, he did start the game. That's fair. Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. Oh, what? We need time to do what? Huh? Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
What? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, what? Huh? You can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives in the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. He's taking it so serious because it's a joke. I gotta believe it is. Alright, why not? It's just kind of hard to see that through text.
Very well, the defense may proceed.
Alright, see you, Vinny.
He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic. There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim. The only way through is forward.
Phoenix loves saying stuff like that, doesn't he? Just constantly like, oh, I'm about to die if I don't get this right. Shit. It's not in this courtroom. Wait. Oh my god, it's in this courtroom, isn't it? Yep, see you, Vinny. So, it's in his wheelchair, isn't it?
It's obvious. The bust is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where?
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? Thank you, Batman vs. Superman, for reminding me that people hide things in wheelchairs. I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you're a big guy. You have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. No, don't worry, Firewall. If he was this volatile over that, something would have set him off eventually. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, we demanded the witness to stand up. He's not the real Slim Shady, Your Honor.
I see.
Oh wait, I forgot to read that. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition.
That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. And the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
Oh!
You fool! How could you?
Of course his bust is under the blanket. Yeah! He's got 2 busts.
You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them. 2 of them. Miss Franziska Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search in my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash.
How did he burn it? Like a lighter or something? Like, whatever, not important.
Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust...
Well, obviously I couldn't throw that away. I took the saying I'm about to bust way too seriously. I just imagine he walked in the courtroom and he's like, I'm so full of anticipation, I'm about to bust. And Francisco was like, what are you talking about? What is this? Obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair.
Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy.
And you do suck, Miss Francisca.
And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
It all makes sense now.
I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't.
I can't believe it. Me? Make a mistake? Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
You know, Acro must have went through all of NNN for him to be that worried about people finding his bust.
Oof, yeah, but now we're in December and people are finding out. Hey, that's dating the episode for people watching in the future. Whoever would watch this years down the line. It must have been everywhere. And he just tucked it all into his thing. That's why you can't lift up the blanket. The blanket would show. It would just be stiff as a board. Anyway. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro.
It was an accident, but, I mean, he did intend to kill somebody. So, not sure if that would count as manslaughter or not, but, I don't know. He's going away.
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina.
Oh. Yeah, that'd do it. That'd do it.
She started sneezing so hard. You couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered this scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. But I just couldn't forgive her. No matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely. But she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it. No matter how hard I tried. Very poor choice of words again. He just couldn't stand it. Wow. Anyway. I just couldn't stand it. No matter how hard I tried. And that's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So are you saying that you're a victim in all of this as well? Well, I mean, he was, you know, put in a wheelchair. I'd say he's a victim. It's just, you know, not in the same sense as, like, murder. No, that's not what I meant. A second-degree murder is one that doesn't have any kind of premeditation and may only have been intended to cause harm rather than death. Okay, so there's that. Honestly, second degree and like, anytime you hear about murder, it's always first degree or third degree. Second degree and like second person is always like left out usually. I don't know, but yeah, probably second degree murder. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself. And then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. There's no such thing as third-degree murder under California law. Oh, really? Huh. Where have I heard that before, then? Whatever. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. And where are we right now? Japanifornia, that's right. Yeah. The state of Japanifornia. With its president, Abe, Schwarzenegger. Famous actor and politician. I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Yeah, baby! Finally a not guilty! Really pulled that one out of my ass a little bit there, but, you know. This court is adjourned. Still can't fucking believe the pepper was the answer. December 30th, 4:27 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat? Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question. I don't know the answer, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only at max 1 million of them. Ah, that's kind of funny. Thank you, What's with the vibe in this room? Well, I mean, we just found out... Yeah, whatever. We were just thinking about Acro. No, 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 no. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. Huh? Ah! She's been like this for a while now. Ah! It's all my fault. Ah! Sweetie pie. I realize, by the fact that I knew all of the play, I was suddenly spitballing with the pepper. Yeah, I've played this game before, so I knew I did this before. I did not remember the pepper. I might have had to look that up. I don't even know. Shit, man, pepper? No, it does make sense because that was in the case, but I don't know, man. To be fair, everything was there for me to be able to figure that out with the pepper and the scarf and the pepper and the thing, so yeah. But I don't know. Also, I like the fact that I kept calling it a salt shaker even though it literally said it was pepper. That's... oof. Matt and Acro, they're never coming back. No, now everyone's gonna split up. Regina, Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro said something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Acro is gonna try and get his revenge on me? No. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You really sure? I can believe that? Anyway, I need to go for now. See you, Firewall. Have a good day. Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Huh? I want to know you're not just making that stuff up about Acro not wanting revenge. Huh. Shit. You know, that's a good question. That is an excellent question. I'm gonna try to be more careful now, and don't worry about it. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Take care. See ya. What the fuck am I supposed to tell her? I mean, he just couldn't leave yet. I want to say somehow and some way. This whole Acro won't bother you since he's too busy dropping soap in prison. Bold of you to think he would, like, be able to bend over to get it. He's in that chair permanently, probably, or at least for a while. Fuck, what is the evidence? Also, wait, how old is Mo? 46, wow. Well, huh. Shit, I did not plan for this. This, maybe... So what about this? Now do you understand there's no need to worry? Okay, so I didn't have it. No one ever tells me the truth! No one ever tells me what's going on! Oh, I think I made a mistake with that one. Where Regina? Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and wrap up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? It's the big question. The ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen? Yes, don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yay! I can't wait! Then I guess this changes things. There's only one thing in the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max, you can get Harry Houdini for the circus? Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the Berry Big Circus bigger than it's ever been. Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry. Max. Nick. It seems like everything's gonna turn out alright here.
I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. Man, Pearl really wasn't in this arc, was she?
We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order a special whoopee cushion seats. Yeah. Alright. That's enough of that.
I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. Really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. A game theory. If Abra really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright?
Oh, pan to the left, baby!
Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Akra's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why did he say my name so dramatically?
Ayo! The end! Took about an hour and a half longer than I thought it would. Ladies and gentlemen, next week we begin the finale of, we begin the final case of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 2. Justice for All. I have been Arrowhead, your favorite VTuber Android. My next stream is on Tuesday. As for what it is, check out my schedule tomorrow. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you did, I should have said. And goodbye for now.